You know, it's mornings like this when the sunlight comes in and hits our secret stock, especially the figured maple. I could pretty much see the guitar already right in my mind. Let's make it. Let's check out what we have. Welcome to Dave's World. These pieces are super rippled. I kind of just narrowed it down to a couple of them. I know which one I'm going to use. It's probably Limbo body blanks that I've had forever. They're super light. I think we're going to make another super set neck. Yeah, this piece has always been really light, and I've always known about it and had it in our secret stock, but it's just like finally time to make something out of it. There's another one too. Little drum sander is absolutely awesome. We have to take off like a 30-second, so it's pretty easy to fix. I resawed this Zera Cote quite a while ago. We're going to use this. This is the closest to look like real Brazilian rosewood. I mean, it really looks like Brazilian rosewood. Random writing on the side and stuff. It's really cool. Keep sending this one through and get it real flat too. It's been glued up for quite some time. This body's really light. It feels like styrofoam, and we'll, because it will be a set neck, we're going to have an extra long heel. I don't know if they really go to this extent of hand making a guitar at like every other brand, so takes a little extra time to hand carve them, but it just kind of makes the guitar so much more special. We have our super files, actually two of them. This is the one I carved the necks with initially. It's got like a really nice like abrasion to it. Look at how abrasive that is. We'll kind of cut into it at first. Feels fantastic. The contours, everything's really nice on it. Still have to do a lot of shaping, a lot of shaping, but it's really nice. Characteristics of just, you know, like Limba, it's awesome. It looks a lot like mahogany. Very light. This is like a pizza box. It starts hitting this, it gets it real flat. I have this machine really dialed in. We'll do the back and the front. And get it really nice. I love this thing. Big fret. This is a modern, this is like the Eric Johnson style frets, but these are stainless steel, so we're getting into that. Really neat, but we're going to go ahead and get this final depth finished here, and then we'll get those frets in today. Our super monster here, super burr monster. We're going to chip away at our neck profile. This is really nice figured maple, like a partial neck carve. And then we'll do the final profile once it's all together as a guitar. I kind of like the saddles to sit at a certain place. Like, I don't like them sticking up too much. It can kind of make the guitar look sort of goofy. All the difficult parts that, you know, we can't really get to once the neck's on. So we'll go ahead and start that. But this one is getting this classic American standard style bridge, which I kind of grew up with. And I've always loved these. A classic here is all glued up. Everything's lined up really good. I know I didn't show a lot of the gluing up, but I'm the camera guy and the gluer, so it's a little bit of it's kind of a lot to take on. So we'll let this sit for a while, at least a day before I take the clamps off. Thanks Deb once again from the saloon. We got all kinds of candy, which is really great. So we'll keep going. Kind of just sitting here with it. Like the heel itself has to have really good upper fret access. It has to have like a really good feel with the upper fret access. You have to like really get your hands in there. But it can't be too thin or too carved away because you'll lose structural integrity. I kind of just sit here. Just kind of like feel everything and just sort of. I think the blend of the neck heel is always a challenge with these set necks. It's kind of just a harsh transition, you know, you can't really change that. Unless, of course, it's painted. So, considering that it'll be sunburst, I'm not going to burst around the heel like Fender does sometimes where it goes onto the neck. I think that'd be fine if the whole neck was sunbursted. We're not going to do that. I'm going to finish sanding this, and I'll tape it off, and I'll burst the body and leave the neck natural. It'll all be kind of tinted, sort of vintagey, but sort of like a 60s tribute, but with a set neck. Small little sections you find that are just so subtle. Making these small adjustments makes all the difference. Our drilling for our bridge, everything's marked for our bridge, and our drilling in the back is done. You know, most of the people that are buying our guitars here, and really any of the guitars I've made at this point, there's about 3 dozen of them out there sold and accounted for. I would say that most everyone is a certain type of customer. Like, these people have been through everything already. They already own everything. They already have Fender Custom Shop and Gibson Custom Shop and, you know, PRS Wood Library and all these. Like, everybody already is playing through the nicest amps. Some of these CNC instruments are like so insanely perfect. Every little detail on them, they come out and they're like crisp edges, like they're just stamped out perfect. You know, it just kind of gets to be like, well, what makes this Les Paul different than that one? Or what makes this Strat any different than that one? So yeah, I'm just kind of filling everybody in because that was another question we get all the time. It's like, who's buying these? And it's like, well, you have the younger people that are out playing that already own everything. You have the older people that maybe are just at home, you know, and are retired from playing or whatever. But really, for the most part, it's all types of players, it's all types of collectors, it's all types of people that just love guitars and are just kind of sick of the same old, same old. Tape off our fretboard here and head to the spray shop. I had somebody else come in and tape this off. I just don't have the patience for it. I'm just kidding. You know, I love it. Taping off is one of these things that not a lot of people have the patience for, especially in like a big cabinet shop. I was always the best at it. And when I had my own like finishing area and cabinet making, people to like, well, you can go stain and you can go spray. I'll just tape off because no one else wanted to do it. It was awesome. We have our neck joint taped off. we're going to continue with our burst. Won't be totally black. We're going to go with like a brownish, like 59 style tri-burst. We already have our yellow on. Body's a little more yellow than the neck, but really nice maple, and this is going to be cool. So our taped off heel is going to, we'll take the tape back off after we spray the burst. This thing is absolutely awesome. The gloss is so perfect. I'm still going to get another coat or so just to really make it perfect. You could still see some very small like imperfections in it. We're going to make this just about as nice as it can possibly be, like straight off the spray gun. Really nice maple. Tough to beat that maple. Jeez, look at all of this pickguard material. I mean, we've got sheet upon sheet, all different colors. We are going to narrow this one down and do the off-white, kind of minty, but not too minty, as opposed to like a regular white you can see. So we'll use this one. We'll go a little car and guitar crazy with our Maguires. Similar to our original Alnico 5 set, but we're going to use a little bit different magnet for the neck pickup and make it kind of a little bit of a custom set for this guitar. So we're going to pick out our Strat parts and make these. These are Alnico 5s, so we'll use these for our bridge and our middle, and then these Alnico 2s we'll use for our neck. Use the drill press and line these up, and you know, it pushes in totally square, which is all you can really ask for. So this will be our DL A5 middle pickup, reverse wound, reverse polarity. So we will get this one started. Super thin wire. We wrap south side up. We're like right here around 3,000 wraps right now. Just like the lady at the custom shop. Left, right, and then she like works it in the center to build it up so it's totally even. That scatter winding gives it a unique resistance and a unique tone. Each pickup is different. And it has a lot of stereotypical like vintage tone that you don't get when a machine winds the pickups. The problem is this takes a lot of time. So our signature set complete, designed by our customer. The DL-A5M is the middle pickup, and it's reverse wound, reverse polarity. But we're gonna put these in the paraffin wax, and I don't use beeswax. There's too many equipment trailers in the real world that get too hot, and this is a real high melting point. So we've got a middle pickup, we have a special A2, a standard A2, and then an Alnico 5 bridge pickup. Love watching the bubbles, it's super satisfying. Very cool. So absolutely cool. It's like a 60 burst with no bolts. I love it. The flame maple. So pretty successful here, but as I would always like to test the guitar in the shop here with the Mesa Boogie, unfortunately, it's already loaded up in the car. So we're going to have to take this one to the gig at the Carlisle Moose. So I get accused of playing only Southern rock and country. That's fine. I like Southern rock and country. The Moose doesn't mind. This guitar is really wild. It's got a really, really cool, like, gainy kind of tone to it. I think it would sound really good with like a JCM or I don't know, like a Friedman or something. There's a lot of amps that it would work well with, including our Mesa Boogie, but something about that Alnico 2 magnet has that swoosh to it, and along with the Alnico 5s kind of has that poppy in between. It's pretty classic Strat. I love the set neck. It's super light and really well balanced.
Thank you so much.
Thing performed really good at the Moose. I enjoyed it. I don't know if the Moose is necessarily like the biggest or best place to really play, but it's a good place to kind of like jam out and just sort of practice. Fender Custom Shop did these set necks back in the day, and they were really vibrant, really toneful, and they just kind of stopped doing them. They only did them for a very brief period of time. So it's kind of super inspired by it. When you're playing it, it's very like even. It feels really good as far as the weight distribution is like unbelievable. It's just kind of... Let's check out how this thing sounds in isolation here in our Mesa Boogie. So, dial in our camera here. And as per usual, we have the Mesa Boogie. It's the same one that I used at the gig at the Moose and everywhere, really. Just go straight up here, bridge pickup in isolation. A lot of sustain. middle is... Gonna mess around. Before we do that, just the basic like kind of riffing. A lot of pop, a lot of bite from the Alnico 5. This is an Alnico 5 middle. Tons of sustain with these stainless frets. The neck. It's got that squish. It just kind of has more of like a punch and a compression. As with the Alnico 2 would be. Being an A5 has like a wobble to it, so the in-between positions. It's like listen to how even that is. Totally even. All the way up and down the fretboard. Sustain all over. Creates these like overtones and these like glassy sort of vibrant tones that, you know, the temperament of these pickups is different than a stock pickup because they're scatterwound. It brings out certain EQ, different capacitance than just like a stock, like regular pickup that anybody would buy. A lot of fun to be able to do this guitar. It is so unique to play a Strat or Tele style guitar with a set neck, with that carved heel like that, and it just being real ergonomic in a sense. As is the case with any of them, it's just got really good upper fret access. Like you really have no problem getting your hand way up there. It's not bulky. It loses a lot of weight too because of that. And also the hardtail bridge on this one really kind of plays into that. From far away, it pretty much looks like a 59 Strat. So once again, the link to the Reverb store is in the description. Also, the email is in the description. A lot of fun playing it through the Mesa Boogie with the band, and we'll continue on making these. We have a lot of cool projects. So anyways, thanks for visiting Dave's World. 2 boxes. So if anybody out there thinks that this part of the process isn't like a huge deal, believe me, it is. So our guitar is well received. Our customer Peter from North Carolina has it. This is a customer who also has our Lehr original Strat set neck with the rosewood neck. He names his own guitars. So the title is naming the guitar Carina with a C. To explain that in his email, he says exactly, I named the guitar Carina as a play on the words Corina, like with a K. And our customer is a sailboat enthusiast. So maybe even more than an enthusiast, but he says, it reminds me of the famous wood racing yawl called Carina with a C that won the Transatlantic and the Admiral's Cup back in the late 50s and early 60s. So that explains the name with a C. So hopefully that helps everybody in the title. There's so many people that I've met through this at this point. It's just absolutely incredible. I've met more musicians through guitar making than I ever would have playing music. So it's a lot of fun and we'll keep it up. So just wanted to explain that, of course. So just a lot of fun here with with a lot of fun customers.